Hi, Old Fuzz Face here. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that quite often I use a script. Well, that's for two reasons. One is there are important points that I want to get across and I don't want to forget them. And the other one is I'm a practical man and I don't like to prattle on and waste your time. Well, this morning I'm going off script. I wanted to take a moment. Last night, had a little hard time sleeping because I could hear the rain coming down. And I could hear the river right by our house. And I was a little bit concerned that it might overflow. That's happened before. This morning I went up, took a look outside and saw, we've still got a couple feet to go. The rain is still coming, but I think we're okay. But that made me think about folks that are living down in eastern Tennessee and portions of North Carolina. It's really going hard on them. A lot of them lost their homes. They can't get to their relatives. Don't have electricity, power. Food is running short, I'm sure. And we here at Serendipity Farmhouse know about the power of water coming down from the mountains. We've experienced it. One time we had to evacuate the house. We hopped in our RV and we were able to drive out, get everything out just in time. And fortunately, we had no damage to the house. But what about the folks that are going through this today? You know, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit later in this video about preparing for winter. Well, those folks down there, they won't have the time and they won't have the resources to prepare for winter. They've just got to make it through the next few days, next few months. In some places, it may take a year or more before the bridges are back in place. Our motto here at Serendipity Farmhouse is pray, prepare, and preserve. We take that seriously. So today, praying comes to mind, and we're praying for those folks down there. Pray that they make it through. Pray that their families stay together. And pray that they're safe. So, we'll keep that in mind, and I'll keep watching the water in our own river, but I think we're okay. Now, I guess it's time to pray, and then we'll get on with the video. Thank you for your time. Hi. Now is the time to sharpen your farmhouse food skills. Why? The harvest is coming in. Tomatoes, okra, green beans, jalapeno peppers, and many types of herbs. The seasonal clock is ticking. It's time to prepare for winter. For a practical man like me, and for a practical woman like my Miss Blondie, that means it's time to get to work. And that's just what we did. And that's what we're continuing to do. Let's talk a little bit about scale and scope of our operation. As I've told you before, and as I often have to remind myself, Serendipity Farmhouse is just that. Even with its vast 1.203 acres, it's still just a farmhouse. It's no way a farm. There might be enough land to support a small homestead. But Miss Blondie, Mr. Monty, and I don't see that as our goal. No, we just want to lead a quiet, practical life, doing what we can and loving what we do. It's all a matter of scale and scope. In our case, we're definitely a small-scale operation. We're not looking to be entirely self-sustaining or self-reliant. And when it comes to scope, we only grow the things we want to grow. We look to our local rural community for other things we need. We go to Reality Farm for beef, milk, and eggs. For the vegetables, when we don't grow ourselves, We get them at our community-supported agriculture, that's CSA. Here at Serendipity Farmhouse, we have a general food acquisition plan. Because Serendipity Farmhouse is not a farm or homestead, we acquire the majority of our standard provisions from commercial outlets including Sam's Club, Aldi, and Walmart. We have the great blessing to live in an oasis of fresh food, so we obtain a large portion of our fresh vegetables, fruit, meat, and dairy locally. Our main sources are our local consumer-supported agriculture, that's CSA, Reality Farm, and other local sources. Of course, our own vegetable gardens provide an abundance of our favorite vegetables and herbs, and we're also learning how to forage for berries and other things. So you see, our food acquisition plan ensures a sustainable and diverse food supply. Of course, if the need arose, we would also include hunting and fishing in our plan. During the week of 15 September, we focused on harvesting food from our gardens, obtaining vegetables from our CSA, and using goat milk from Reality Farm. Our follow-on videos will highlight 4 more important sets or categories of farmhouse food skills. They will discuss food processing, the techniques involved in transforming raw ingredients into usable food products, which may include cleaning, chopping, grinding, cooking, and combining ingredients. This category includes more advanced techniques like making cheese and yogurt. Preserving techniques. These are methods employed to extend the shelf life of foods such as canning, pickling, fermenting, drying, and smoking to prevent spoilage and maintain nutritional value. Food storage. This consists of strategies for storing food safely and effectively to maintain freshness and prevent spoilage, including refrigeration, freezing, root cellaring, and using airtight or vacuum-sealed containers. Cooking. This is the art and science of preparing food through various methods such as baking, boiling, frying, grilling, and steaming. It focuses on flavor development and nutritional preservation. Cooking from scratch and using seasonal ingredients makes this a creative art.